Hi everyone, welcome back. Now today we're going to talk about the T5 chest pack or the reserve chute. Now these were used by US paratroopers throughout World War II. I'm just going to tell you a couple of features of it and what makes this one quite special. This would have had a 24 panel chute in it, which it still has got its original one inside. And then what I mean by 24 panel is that if you can imagine an orange cut in half and you've got all different segments. Now that has got 24 segments, and the panel on the back, like the main chute, would be 28, so slightly smaller in here. It's got a carrying handle, conveniently right next to the ball cord, so many a times I'm sure people have accidentally picked it up and unravelled the whole thing. So then later on in the war, kind of around the market garden period, they stuck another carrying handle there, stitched on like that, and then towards the end of the war, they then put a third one on, which would have then been stitched on between them points. It has elastic bands around here. Unfortunately, it's missing one. Whole idea is that you pull that off, pulls the pin between the two nipples here. The elastic bands obviously contract, whole thing opens. Hopefully, it deploys for you. And then the power chute is attached to these two lobster claws or clips on the back, and they attach to your two front D-rings on your T5 harness, parachute harness. Other things to go over, let's have a little look on the front. It's dated August 1943, and it's also got some various manufacturers stamped on it that I haven't gone too much info in looking that up. Now what makes this one very special is that it's stamped RS. Now the camera's in reverse, so you might see it the other way around, but RS just faintly just there. Now that stands for Robert Sink. Now he was the commander of the 506th during World War II. And every little bit of equipment that he had, that his men had, were all stamped with RS. Now that not necessarily went down to their webbing, but stuff like parachutes, drop containers, their life vests, all that sort of stuff, he had it all stamped RS. So everyone knew that was his gear. But yeah, cool little bit of kit. Very rare indeed. See you later, guys.